In a stunning turn of events, the Nebraska Republican Party has taken a stand against garbage Republicans in the state. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video. Today, it is time to talk about the chaos that is unfolding in the state of Nebraska, because last night the Nebraska GOP shocked the world as they endorsed a primary challenger to 2 sitting congressmen and a sitting senator. Yeah, that's right. The Nebraska GOP endorsed America First challengers to Don Bacon, Pete Ricketts, and Adrian Smith. You cannot make this up, and I thought this was fake. Well, it's not. The Nebraska GOP grew a spine and realized, no, we are in frickin' Nebraska. There is no reason we should have Pete Ricketts as a senator, Adrian Smith as a congressman, hell, even Don Bacon, which we'll get to that in a second. But first, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now, I want to be 100% clear. I am not saying that we're going to successfully primary challenge all of them, let alone possibly one. I'm saying it's actually very unlikely. But this is significant that a state party is like, you know what? These Republicans that represent us either in Congress or the U.S. Senate do not represent us as a party. They don't. This is a Trump plus 15 state. Why is Pete Ricketts a senator? Why? He's not he is like a C-tier senator at best. But Adrian Smith is atrocious, and Don Bacon is probably the worst Republican in the House. Now, I know Bacon's in a Democrat seat, and we'll get to that in a second, but Pete Ricketts and Adrian Smith, they're either a statewide candidate, aka Trump plus 15, or, in Adrian Smith's case, it's like a Trump plus 10 seat. So there's no excuse to settle with Pete Ricketts. But let's get right into it. For the first time in their elected runs, none of Nebraska's 5-member old GOP congressional delegation received an endorsement from the Nebraska GOP. Yeah. So not even the 2 other clowns received anything. This is a big deal. This is absolutely a massive deal. The Nebraska GOP is like, you know what? Screw them. Apparently, none of them sought the state party's endorsements. Which, why? Why the hell would you not want the statewide endorsement? Are they just that freaking, cocky that they think they're going to win no matter what? That, oh, we don't need the statewide party of Nebraska. Pfft, screw them. We only represent them, or we're supposed to. Instead, the party's Central Committee endorsed Republican challengers to 3 GOP incumbents. Former Air Force Lieutenant Colonel John Glenn Weaver, who's running against U.S. Senator Pete Ricketts, Omaha businessman Dan Fry, running against 2nd District Representative Don Bacon, and Hastings engineer John Walls, running against 3rd District Adrian Smith. So, you could say, oh, well, no one sought the endorsements. Okay? But the fact that they openly challenged 3 of the 5 is absolutely crazy and huge. This is a sign that, hey, maybe some of these Republican parties are starting to wake up to Don Bacon's BS, to Adrian Smith's crap. Let's face it. Does Adrian Smith represent the voters of Nebraska 3rd that good? Does he? No, it's a Trump plus 10 seat. And he's what? At best a D-tier congressman? Pete Ricketts is at best C tier, but for a Trump plus 15 state, that's atrocious. Even Don Bacon, listen, I would be fine if he was a Brian Fitzpatrick type. I would be 100% fine with it. But he's not even that. Don Bacon is below crap. He is so bad. At this point, I would not be sad if a Democrat won. What's the difference between a Democrat and Don Bacon? The Central Committee did not endorse candidates in the two other federal races, involving Senator Deb Fischer and Congressman Mike Flood, who haven't drawn a Republican challenger. Nebraska GOP Chairman Eric Underwood had no immediate comment on the endorsements or the party's process. One Republican who attended Saturday's meeting said, "You can't win if you don't play." And I like this philosophy. Listen, screw them. They think they're so, there's some untouchable forces. Fine. They don't want our endorsement? Okay, screw them. Let's endorse challengers to them. Others on the committee who oppose the congressional incumbents have said that delegation members sometimes act as if they lead the party, not vice versa, which is, in my opinion, the biggest thing here. These clowns think they're untouchable, that no one can stop them. They run the party. They're egotistical. I think Don Bacon is. I think he's a lunatic. I really think he thinks he's the kingsmaker of the GOP. He runs the entire ship. It's a total joke. But I'm glad that the Nebraska GOP are not just using words. They are using their power to endorse challengers of these clowns. Tension has existed between the state party and its top elected officials since Nebraska GOP leadership changed hands in the summer of 2022. From party workers loyal to Ricketts to populists loyal to former President Trump, and some former insiders who wanted to diminish Ricketts' influence over the party. I mean, the Ricketts situation is bad. Let's face it. It was corruption. He bought that seat. The fact that no one is talking about that is kind of scary. I mean, you talk about corruption, it's like, wait, you essentially bought that Senate seat and no one is mentioning that? One of the chief complaints from people supporting the leadership change was that the party under Ricketts took sides in some high-profile GOP versus GOP primaries. Internal vote counts gathered from multiple sources show that Weaver secured the most support in Saturday's election, with 103 of 144 possible votes. Frey received 100 votes and Wallace received 96. Tallies were cobbled together because the meeting was closed to the press. You look at the fact that Nebraska GOP did endorse these people, and they're saying, screw it. You're not representing us? You think you're untouchable? Okay, good luck. We're going to work against you. You have no I mean, do these people really think that they're just in charge of everything? That they're untouchable? And not just, the Nebraska GOP endorsed challengers. The people that they endorsed are freaking amazing. Listen, I don't know anything about John Walz. Dan Fry looks very solid. He may not win, but at least he looks good. But John Glenn Weaver, listen, he has one of the best issues pages I have seen in a while. I cannot believe I just heard about this guy. I mean, look at just what he's saying. 40 years ago, new American immigrants came to a country where bipartisan leaders delivered a simple message. This great country is now your own, and you have a duty to help build it. Today, those same leaders deliver a different message. This is an evil and racist country, and you owe nothing to it. Because of this, our capacity to assimilate the next generation of immigrants is limited, and our legal immigration system should account for this fact by changing who we let in and reducing the total numbers. Yeah. This guy is flat out saying, 40 years ago, the immigrants that immigrated, they actually gave a shit about America. They respected it. They respected the people, the culture. Now it's like, They don't care. They're not assimilating. They're just bringing their culture over. I mean, that's what's happening. We had assimilation for hundreds of years. But in recent times, we've moved away from that. But not just that. He's talking about reducing all immigration, not just illegal. He's saying flat out, hey, we have to reduce legal immigration as well. But you look at the rest of this. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. It's not just generic talking points like, oh, Biden bad and we have to stop spending. Like, there's some of that. But look how detailed this is. Dismantle big tech oligarchy. Restore America's manufacturing base. Energy independence. America decline was a choice. There is a lot of good stuff here. And I 100% endorse John Weaver over this bozo in Pete Ricketts. Pete Ricketts is at best a mediocre senator from a Trump plus 15 state. That is unacceptable. You have an opportunity to get someone that has a phenomenal issues page. This is what you call an America First Republican. Not just, plastering stuff about Trump. Like, there's stuff with Trump here, but it's not just, oh, I support Trump. It's, I support his policies, and I support Trump. That's a big difference between Weaver and other Republicans. Other Republicans are just, well, I like Trump, vote for me. Okay, what's your issues page? I like Trump. Here it's, well, I like Trump, and here are the policies that I support that will help Trump's agenda. It's very detailed, it's very good, and I 100% support him. I hope he can take out Pete Ricketts. It will be an uphill climb, let's be real. But there is a possibility for Weaver to win. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.